By the half gallon and by the gallon. So stop by anytime today and bring soup to your family that may be sick, or a friend that's sick, or just to enjoy it just because it tastes so good. Demas's Restaurant.
If you're looking for an authentic relationship with financial experts who genuinely care about your unique needs, Capstar Bank is for you. Capstar Bank is dedicated to the people of this community. Capstar Bank wants to help you reach your financial goals. Because at Capstar Bank, you matter to us. Capstar Bank, 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, capstarbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. You know, MTE's Sharing Change has now donated more than $11 million to local nonprofits, assisting worthy causes here in our community. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936. We are talking about the Beesley Animal Foundation and Clinic today, and it's our pleasure to welcome in Katie Peachy, the Marketing and Grants Administrator, and that's just a title, Katie, where they throw everything in but the kitchen sink, right?
Yeah, there's a few hats that I wear, but we all do, so it's not just me.
Yeah, I heard you talking to Andy about that, what is that? And so it's just like everything.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll write grants to help support our programs, market the events that we are going to do, market the programs and everything from what we need from wish list to when we have something going on with our webpage to social media, coming on the radio sometimes when Dawn can't be here, I guess.
Yeah.
So now she knows I'll do it.
Now that she knows.
Yes.
You've had a couple of big events this fall as well. So,
Yes.
and those went well from what I hear.
They did. We were very pleased. So we're looking forward to continue them. I think we've Barks and Bourbon we've got under our belt, and it's something everybody looks forward to. So,
and there was also last time Dawn was in, she was mentioning that something that you all or the board has put together to honor your former director too.
Yes.
And that's been very neat.
Yes, the Oliver Pet Assistance Fund. So, yes, we have that for non-emergency urgent needs for pet care. And we are really glad to be able to do that. That was something that Amanda was working on and was really passionate before she passed. And so we're glad to be able to continue that, because we realize that can really get people, just hits them out of the blue.
Yeah. Great effort right there to continue. And Amanda was very, very passionate about the work that she did. So I'm really glad to see that is something that is coming to fruition. So hats off to everybody who has had a part in that. That's wonderful. So
thank you. We're all excited about it.
Yeah, very much so. So we're going to talk about Halloween pet safety here in just a few, but you have brought something in about a book sale coming up, right?
Yes, Pages with a Purpose. So we had a yard sale last summer, and we decided that was good. It was very helpful, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So we decided we do books, which we also have a lot of, so we're super excited about it, but we're going to do it Veterans Weekend. So we've got a Friday night little preview sale for like 20 people, and we have had some purchase that. It's $20. You get to kind of shop first, and then we'll have some snacks that evening. But then the next day from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., it's free to come in. We are going to have them in the books in the lobby, in the hallway, in the boardroom. We've got enough to fill the front end of both sides of the building.
Really?
So we're really excited. So we are still taking books. We're going to take books through November 9th. We've got volunteers that are helping us sort that, and then doing the Pages with a Purpose, like I said, Friday night and Saturday, and the money from that actually goes to the Oliver Pet Assistance Fund. So
okay.
So all the money made from this will go straight to that fund.
So you're calling it Pages with a Purpose,
Mm-hmm.
the book sale for Beesley. You're doing it I guess it's going to be on Veterans Day itself on that Saturday?
Yes, on Friday night and then on Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. So Friday night, is it kind of a preview? Can you buy books then?
Yes, so you can come in. It's we're just doing we're just trying something new, and this event is completely new. This is the inaugural event for this. We just thought we'd let people pay and come in a little early. I know they do that thing for like Christmas Village and some other events, so we just thought we'd give it a try. And yes, you'll be able to shop then too. All the books, nothing's more than $5 as far as the books go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, the 6 to 8 on Friday?
6 to 8 on Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturday. And we have all sorts of books, and we're taking all sorts of books. The only thing we've asked people not to donate is encyclopedias and also magazines. We're not handling those right now, but we'll take anything. So we've got cookbooks and self-help and travel, floral arranging. I mean, I've walked through the lobby and I see a new cover all the time. So we've got a lot. Children's books, yeah. And so we'll take everything again, but encyclopedias.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Yeah, but you'd be amazed how many people have them. Are like,
Really?
oh, finally a home for them. And we're like, no, please.
No.
No, really. We don't want them either. We don't want that to sound ugly, but no.
Who would want those things?
I know
right?
there are people that do like the painted tree. I go in and I can't remember the booth's name, and they've got all these things that people do with old books. Like, I guess maybe find someone who might want to make some art out of it, but no, we can't.
Oh, I understand that. So if you're looking to do some fall cleaning, that may be a good opportunity in terms of, gently used books that you could see yourself maybe donating to Beesley, and I guess you could just drop those by?
Yes, so we're open Monday through Thursday. They can drop the books off then until Thursday, November 9th. Or through the 9th, I guess that Thursday. We've got volunteers coming that evening, and then we'll be doing the final setup and everything for Friday. So we'd like to have everything in by November 9th.
And you're located at 2215 Keeneland Commercial Boulevard, and so I'm sure you've had to say this a million times when you tell someone where 2215 Keeneland Commercial Boulevard is. How do you tell them to get there?
So we are at Rutherford and Broad is what I tell people. We're across the street from Publix. We're behind the Subway and McDonald's, and I think that's the best way. So if you see Subway, we're right behind them.
And I noticed you have in big capital letters on your flyer here, indoors. So
yes, we want to make sure people knew. So it's inside. Everything will be. It's Tennessee. Who knows what the weather will be like? But everything is indoors.
Well, that is good stuff. So that's coming up on Saturday, pardon me, on November 11th. So we'll keep folks in the know about that on the Pages with a Purpose book sale for Beesley. And again, the proceeds from that going to the foundations. It's called the Oliver
Pet Assistance Fund.
There you go. All right. Thanks for helping me with that.
No problem.
Katie Peachy joining us today. She is the Grants and Marketing Administrator with the Beesley Animal Foundation. Let's talk a little bit of Halloween pet safety because, anytime there's something going on with our pets that is out of the norm, that's when they can get a little bit spooked. Maybe I can use the term for the holiday.
Yes. And the thing is, everybody loves to take pictures of their pets, and they think, oh, let's put them in costumes, and that's fine. We're not anti-costumes, but we want them to be comfortable, the right size, because if it's too big and they get tangled up in it, it could choke them and hurt them. If it's too tight, they're going to have an issue with breathing, and like a lot of things you don't need to put over their face. So just be careful about what you're putting them in. And then also dogs and cats love to chew on stuff. And if it's got small little pieces or lots of little buttons, or even things are round that might look like treats or food, just be careful and watch them. Keep an eye on them while they're wearing their costume. And if they look uncomfortable, maybe take the pictures and then take them out of the costume for a little while. Give them a break, a little reprieve from it.
I know my little dog, she hates anything on her head. She just, even though it's cute, she doesn't enjoy it whatsoever. And so she's just not a fan. So it's it's going to have to be a quick picture and then it's off.
Yeah.
So, and they will look uncomfortable. Sometimes dogs love it. Most of the time they don't. So that's one thing. But, you're going to have candy out. If candy's around, you want to make sure that it's out of reach, I would think, for sure. That's one big tip.
Definitely. So watch the candy itself and even the wrappers, some of the things that it's wrapped in. When you're done eating, you think, oh, it's fine. It's wherever you put it. But also the contents like raisins and macadamia nuts. There's several specific things that are quite dangerous and that can be dangerous for them, and sometimes it will make them incredibly sick. So just be careful. Keep the candy away from them if you can, and the wrappers. And if you are in doubt of what they might have ingested, call someone, poison control or something like that. And you can do a lot of Google searches to see, okay, is this safe? Is this not? But if you're in doubt, reach out to a professional.
Yeah, and especially dog. We have dogs, so can speak from experience. They're little snouts. They can find anything
Yes.
that you can think of. So if you think you've got it put up and away, they can find it.
Yes, they can, and they'll get into it wherever you might put it. I'll say I have a cat, and he does the same thing.
Yeah.
So he knows when we have opened something in the kitchen, he's like, "What's going on in here?" So, yeah, you just be careful and stay safe.
And I guess we're coming into the holiday season, not only Halloween, but Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there's a lot of decorating, so things that are in the home pretty frequently, and these things can, extra decoration and things in the home can also be enticing, and
Yes.
animals are nosy.
Oh, they are, and they see it, and especially if it's shiny, they're going to think, is it a treat? Is it something I can eat or play with? And a lot of times it's not even just because they think it's necessarily edible. They just want to play, and they're going to put something in their mouth. And a lot of these baubles or glass are breakable, and we don't want them to get hurt. I love candles year round. So it's not just a holiday thing for me, but you've got to be careful, especially most jack-o'-lanterns. You put a candle in, or just candles wherever, different lights, things like that. So be careful with even the string lights and the different decorations that you'll use, because they will play and you can get wrapped up in it, and we want them to stay safe.
Yeah, or knocking things over. That
Yes,
happens
those
a lot.
tails. Yeah. And then it might not hurt them, but that candle might get knocked over and cause some kind of fire. So we just want everyone to be careful, especially with Halloween, like the glow sticks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they'll chew on anything. And when I was getting the information from the article about this to share with you and everyone listening, I didn't even think about the fog machines with that liquid in there. You just got to be careful so that they don't have that solution. So there's a lot of things just to be careful about.
Yeah, and Halloween, if you have trick-or-treaters coming through your neighborhood, the doors open and closing a lot during the night, and animals are escape artists.
They are. So we want, if you can, go ahead and kennel them if they have that, or put them in a safe and even quiet room, because a lot of times with the trick-or-treaters at the door or people coming out if you're having a party, just to make sure that they're kind of calm and chill. So I don't know if you have a noisemaker or just something that, can relax them. Sometimes if it's a dog, the thunder shirts and different things. If it's soothing to your animal, maybe during a storm, it might be something you'd want to do for them, on that night. But keeping them inside, making sure the door's closed. And this, we say it all the time, like it's a good time to, make sure your information is up to date on your microchips and your collar, but it's always a good time to check that. So before you're having a bunch of people over or know that the door's going to be open a bunch, make sure that, if you've moved or something's happened with your microchip, that you have it up to date, that information as well.
Well, I know if it's like my house, as soon as the doorbell rings, it's like World War III, because they just go berserk.
Yes. and the different noises can really get them. And then they're more skittish, and somehow that amps them up, and they're quicker. So they're going to be more likely to get by you.
It's crazy. Katie, it was fun having you come in today. I hope you'll come back sometime soon.
I probably will. Yeah. Thank you so much, Brian. Good. We appreciate this.
Katie Peachy joining us today, Grants and Marketing Administrator with the Beesley Animal Foundation and Clinic today. And we'll put a link to all the things that we talked about today in the podcast section at WGNSradio.com. Thanks for joining us. Hope you will join again next time right here on News Radio WGNS. Have a good day out there, everybody.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan." Call me at 615-893-2422.
It's time for a reading of today's death notices.